Hey everybody, Chris here. There's a huge pump coming for Dogecoin. I'm going to tell you why I think that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when the videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we had an epic 8-hour long live stream on Sunday. Gave us a lot of time to look at a lot of different crypto, looking at the charts, looking at resistance lines, because crypto's going up. Saw Bitcoin hit a couple all-time highs, and then last night another all-time high, and then overnight even higher. I'll show you that on the charts as well. But what's going on with Doge? Some people complaining, oh, Pengu's running and Doge isn't doing anything. And like I said, it's going to be 1 week where one meme runs, and another week it's going to be another meme. Doge will have its day, and that's coming. So let me show you the charts of the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and it's about a little over 20.5 cents. That's right, 20.58 right now as I'm recording. And last night it came back to 21 cents. So over 21 cents last night, and then a little bit of a sell-off for Doge. Here's the Bitcoin chart. We were watching these new all-time highs during the live stream, having fun with the magnets, and like the magnet's gonna pull Bitcoin's price up higher. That was a lot of fun. And then last night, Bitcoin came up to a new all-time high here. I posted that on X. And then overnight, just explosion in the price of Bitcoin. A new all-time high, just over $123,000 for a Bitcoin. Right now, as I'm recording, 121.6. But you know, Bitcoin, it's up over 2% on the day. But look at Dogecoin, up 3.7%. Dogecoin continues to outperform Bitcoin in the green markets, even though Bitcoin's hitting new all-time highs. Because a lot of attention on Bitcoin, but these new all-time highs, those are small percentages overall for Bitcoin. It's just they're new all-time highs, and that's why it gets all the attention. While Doge just keeps doing its thing, right? Goes on these little runs, settles a little bit, goes on another little run, settles a little bit, and overall, its percentage of increases are, again, more than Bitcoin. We will continue on my next live stream. That'll be Monday afternoon, probably start around 4:30 on Monday afternoon, be a little bit later today because of some meetings, but we'll be able to do a lot of this tracking and price comparison and all that stuff, because people still don't believe that Dogecoin is outperforming many other coins. You're just because it's not doing this 100% week like Pengu just did last week. And we watched that. We looked at all of that on the charts yesterday. But that time for Dogecoin is coming. But first, Bitcoin. Congratulations if you survived all the bear traps. And that's what we had. Every time there was a pullback, right, and everyone was getting all depressed, every time there was a pullback, there were bear traps. An overall bull cycle. As I said, even in the depths of March and early April, Dogecoin was, of course, down a lot more than Bitcoin. But yet, I still had the conviction it's an overall bull cycle, still the 4-year cycle's in play, and that price would turn around and go higher, and it has. And it has. And I know Dogecoin is not back up to the 40-cent range where it was back in November, December of 2024. That is what we need to be patient for and wait for that big explosion. A lot of this is about leverage, particularly the shorts. Over the past 12 hours, $420 million in shorts. And we've seen more and more traders, just as price keeps going up, but Bitcoin keeps hitting new all-time highs. We get more and more new big leverage trades, and they've just been on the short side again and again and again. And every time there's a new leverage long that comes in, Bitcoin dips down, grabs it, right, liquidates that, and then moves higher. And that was all of that, and that was a lot of that movement that we had here. Were these little pullbacks that we had were just grabbing that new long leverage liquidity and taking that out as well. As Lark Davis says, look, Bitcoin sitting over $121,000. Meanwhile, sideliners and panic sellers who sold the dip they don't know I'm still sidelined. So the ones that bought it are in the game, right? They're dancing, they're having fun. But if you sold and you were waiting for lower prices and they're not coming, you are sidelined. And I don't know what to say. I hear that all the time. Oh, when's a good price to buy? I need to get back in. And I'm just like, just look for some red candles, look for some dips. They're going to be coming. Right now, I'm looking at more like August 1st time frame, because right now, the charts are all looking very bullish. The market is very bullish. But we don't know where the prices are going to be over the next 2 weeks. So that August 1st dip, if it does indeed play out like I think it is, it still might be a higher price than what we have today because of the gains we're going to be making, most likely over the next couple of weeks. So again, not financial advice, but now Bitcoin clearly over 100K, over 110, now over 120,000. You know what the next door is, right? This is the power of Bitcoin and how Bitcoin has been pulling the entire crypto market up, but alts still slightly outperforming Bitcoin. And then some of them, every once in a while, you get an XLM that takes off, right? An Algorand and Hedera we were looking at this week, making big gains. Dogecoins is coming. Look at the big rainbow chart here. The rainbow chart shows us Bitcoin is still in the buy zone. Right? We're still in the green here. Accumulate, buy. Nowhere near the blow off top yet. Pi cycle indicator still nowhere near the time to sell your Bitcoin. The market is still moving up. Meanwhile, the Dogecoin Fear and Greed Index is now 70. So clearly in the greed. Not extreme greed yet, but still in the greed. That's Doge, right? Still doing well. And Trader Tardigrade is like, look, these are liquidity grabs, right? Dogecoin pounds up on a big run, right? Takes out a lot of the shorts, and then it dips back down, takes out a lot of the longs, and then continues its way back up. This is classic trading over a few days here, and the next move up is going to take out more shorts going up for Dogecoin. Yeah, and CB Doge says, yeah, still, Dogecoin is better than Bitcoin in many ways, yes. Particularly as a cryptocurrency, I'll show you in a minute. That's what we like about Dogecoin. Oh, but it's unlimited supply and there's no use case and all that. And it's just like, if you're going to complain, then just, why did you buy Dogecoin, right? If you don't like it because it has no use case, you think, and it's unlimited supply, but yet you come onto my live streams and complain about it. I'm just like, did you buy Dogecoin? And if you did, do you know what you bought? Why did you buy it? And why is Dogecoin skyrocketing this week? Well, not really skyrocketing, but it is up quite a bit here. Up 17% over the past 7 days. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's not the Pengu 100%. But Doge will get there. Doge will get there. So the broader crypto market is very bullish, as we've been watching through the week. The summer of chop is behind us, right? Last week, you saw on my videos and live streams, I was changing my tune because I could just see the chart structures and everything was like, nope, this is turning into bullish. I'm not swing trading anymore. I don't want to be sidelined, right? I don't want to be sidelined. I want to be capturing this entire move right now that is going on. Dogecoin's bullish surge, institutional interest. Yes, that is coming for Dogecoin. ETF speculation. October, Dogecoin ETFs, they're coming. Growing adoption, and also Doge OS. We're just getting little more hints about Doge OS and what is coming, the things being built on the Dogecoin blockchain. All of that is propelling Doge forward, and there's going to be that light switch, that click, that just where Dogecoin goes, and what does that look like, and when is that going to be? And even though now over a 2-week rally, it's now 20%. We broke through resistance. And as we break through these resistance, it's like Dogecoin returns to December 2020 price patterns. December 2020. That's before the epic end of January 2021 bull run for Doge. So a lot of Dogecoin's current price structure is mirroring what happened before that epic run. So that is amazing what is going to be coming here. So again, back in 2020, Doge was trading in a similar pattern before experiencing this massive 36,000% surge. Of course, that historic rally was sparked by social media posts from Elon Musk. However, there's a comparable trend line now to what happened back then. And Doge, right now through July, we broke through that 17.3 resistance, right? As Bitcoin hit new all-time highs, lifted the current the broader crypto market, and then the more challenging at 19.6. We passed through that supply zone, right? There was a lot of resistance there. That 19.6 flips to support. That's the potential bounce point. But now we're already, hitting, knocking at 21 cents and looking at the next lines at, this 23 to 25 cent target, up to 25 cents. 25 is going to be a key resistance level. That's the mid-range target there before Doge can really take off. So that's where the next major test arrives, at the 25 cent level, and Doge can really go on a big pump from there. Again, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is the people's currency. It benefits the people. Thank you, Mr. John Carter, for this graphic. What about the banks, the governments? That's Bitcoin, that's XRP, stable coins. Like, this is crypto week here, and it's all about stablecoin and regulations. It's not about cryptocurrencies. And Bitcoin is even becoming less and less of a cryptocurrency. It's becoming this digital gold store of value. We're going to hear MicroStrategy bought a bunch more. And that's all great. Bitcoin, you can't complain about what Bitcoin has done, right? New all-time highs, hits $123,000 a Bitcoin. That's awesome. And it's going to go higher. But Dogecoin is the people's currency. Dogecoin is going to have its big pump. It is coming. So right now we're at 20.6 cents for Doge. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this next huge Dogecoin pump that I think inevitably is going to come? Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.